Hey, before we go anywhere, before the scroll takes you somewhere else, can I ask you to stop for just 1 minute? Just pause. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Now let's talk. You and me. This isn't just another motivational video. This isn't a speech filled with empty hype. This is something deeper, something more real. It's a conversation I wish someone had with me when I was stuck, tired, and quietly losing hope. It's the kind of wake-up call you don't realize you need until you feel in your gut. This isn't for the perfect people. This is for the ones who are trying, who are tired of pretending, who are scrolling late at night because they can't sleep because their mind won't stop racing. It's for you, the dreamer, the doer, the fighter, the one who still hasn't given up. Even though some days it feels like the whole world is telling you to quit. Let's get something out of the way first. You're not broken. You're not lazy. You're not a failure. But you are probably doing something that's holding you back. You're wasting time. And I know it hurts to hear that. But if we don't speak the truth, how can we ever change? Look, I've been there. I know what it feels like to watch days blur into nights, to have big dreams but no energy. I know what it's like to be full of ideas but paralyzed by fear. I know what it's like to promise yourself, tomorrow I'll start, and then you don't. Not because you're weak, not because you don't care, but because something inside is scared, or stuck, or just tired. I used to convince myself I was resting when I was really just running away. I was planning when I was really just procrastinating. I said I needed motivation, but what I really needed was movement. And somewhere deep down, I think you know that too. You don't need another app. You don't need more advice. You need to remember who you are. You're a fighter. You've made it this far. You've overcome more than most people know. And you have so much more left in you. But you got to stop wasting the one thing you can't ever get back. Time. Time is one of those things we all think we understand until we realize we've wasted too much of it. It's easy to say, I'll do it tomorrow, or it's just a few minutes. But those minutes, they stack, quietly, sneakily, until one day you wake up and realize you've lived more on autopilot than on purpose. The real danger isn't in wasting hours. It's in wasting moments when you could have acted, said yes, made the call, written the first line, taken the first step, because time doesn't just pass. It invests. Every second you spend is an investment in something, either your growth or your delay, your future or your frustration. There's no neutral ground. Every tick of the clock is going somewhere. We often say we don't have time, but the truth, we have the same 24 hours as the legends who changed the world. The difference wasn't in their clocks. It was in their choices. And choices are where your power lies. When you start honoring your time, really honoring it, you stop living like a passenger and start living like a driver. You stop blaming circumstances and start building momentum. You realize every excuse you made was renting space in your head. But when you see time for what it is, a currency, you stop wasting it on things that don't pay you back. Start treating your time like gold. Guard it. Use it wisely. Don't hand it out to every distraction, every doubt, every delay. The truth is this. The people you admire, the people who inspire you, they aren't luckier. They aren't special. They just stopped wasting time. And you can too. This moment you're in right now, this very breath, it's a turning point. It's the line in the sand between who you were and who you can become. Don't wait for motivation. Motivation follows movement. Decide, act, move, because time is more than a ticking clock. It's your greatest opportunity, and you still have it. So don't waste it. Use it to become everything you were born to be. Let's go. So if we know time matters, if we know we're not promised forever, why do we stall? Why do we keep hitting snooze on our goals, our dreams, our potential? Let's be real. Most of us aren't lazy. We're scared, confused, overwhelmed, and somewhere deep down, we're afraid that even if we try, we'll fail. Or worse, we'll succeed and not know what to do next. We stall because the mind loves comfort, even if it's the comfort of being stuck. We stall because change feels like jumping into the unknown without a safety net. even if that unknown holds everything we've ever wanted. Procrastination isn't about laziness. It's fear in disguise. And we all have fears. Fear of judgment. Fear of not being good enough. Fear that we missed our shot. Fear that maybe we don't deserve it. But let me tell you something powerful. You do deserve it. You are worthy of change, of growth, of joy. You were not born to watch life go by. You were born to live it. So stop beating yourself up for stalling. Instead, get curious about what's behind it. Ask yourself, what am I avoiding? What lie am I believing that's holding me still? Then challenge it, disprove it, because behind every stall is a lie that says you can't. And behind that lie, the truth that says you absolutely can. You don't have to feel ready to begin. You just have to be willing. Small steps, taken daily. Beat big dreams that stay trapped in your head. So take one step today. Maybe it's writing one sentence, making one call, saying one affirmation, getting out of bed with a little more purpose. That step may not feel like much, but it's you fighting back. It's you saying, I may not be there yet, but I'm not standing still. And if you do that enough days in a row, you start to build momentum. Momentum crushes hesitation. It silences self-doubt. It turns stalling into soaring. So stop waiting for the fear to disappear. Do it scared. Do it unsure. Do it tired. But do it because the only way out is through. And you're strong enough to push through. I believe that. Deeply. You've stalled long enough. It's time to hit play on your life. Let's go. Let me ask you something. What if one decision could change everything? One choice to turn off Netflix early and work on your craft. One moment of courage to apply for that job. One bold step to finally launch the thing that's been on your heart for years. You don't need 1,000 things to change. You just need one decision to start. The rest? It'll come. Momentum builds. But momentum starts with movement. And movement starts with a decision. A decision to stop wasting time. A decision to stop letting fear drive. A decision to say, enough, I'm taking control of my life. And here's where it gets even deeper. That one decision, it multiplies. Because once you make it, once you feel the power of moving, you begin to make more. Your confidence grows. Your clarity sharpens. You realize, wait a second, I can do this. And what was once a mountain becomes a series of steps. One decision becomes a domino. One shift in mindset becomes a wave of change. Maybe you decide to wake up 1 hour earlier. That gives you time to read, to write, to stretch, to pray. Suddenly, your mornings become sacred. You walk into your day empowered instead of panicked. Maybe you decide to say no to distractions. That clears space for your real goals. You begin to see progress, and progress breeds motivation. And maybe you decide to stop waiting for someone else to believe in you. You choose to believe in yourself. That's when you become unstoppable. Because here's the truth that no one tells you. Your entire life is shaped by a series of tiny decisions. What you eat, what you watch, who you spend time with, what you speak over your life, what you think about, what you do in the moments no one is watching. It's not the big, flashy moments that shape your destiny. It's the quiet, consistent, courageous choices you make daily. One decision to believe, one decision to act, one decision to keep going. No matter how small, it matters. So make it count. Make today the day you decide to stop wasting time, to stop waiting, to stop doubting, and to start becoming everything you know. Deep down, you were born to be. Let this be the moment, your moment. And when fear whispers, what if you fail? You answer, but what if I fly? Let's strip it down. Let's get brutally honest for a moment. You have power, not in some fluffy, believe in yourself way. Although, yeah, that matters. I'm talking about real, grounded, deep in your soul power. Power that's already inside you. You don't need to find it, buy it, or beg for it. It's already yours. You've just forgotten how to use it. Maybe life beat you up a little. Maybe someone told you that you'd never be enough. Maybe you started believing that your dreams were too far gone, too late, too big. Maybe you looked in the mirror one day and couldn't recognize the fire in your eyes anymore. But I need you to understand something. The fire never died. It just got buried under responsibilities, doubts, expectations, heartbreaks, failures, stress, routine, all the real-life stuff that crept in and dimmed your light. But your power, it's not gone. It's still there, waiting for you to tap back in. Let me prove it to you. Have you ever had a moment, maybe just one, where you said, enough is enough? A time when you stood up for yourself? A time when you pushed through the pain, when you kept going even when everything told you to quit? That was your power. Have you ever lifted someone else up, even when you were crumbling inside? Ever stayed kind when the world went cold? That was your power. Have you ever looked around your life and thought, this isn't how my story ends? That was your power. The problem isn't that we don't have power. The problem is we've handed it away. We've handed it to fear, to doubt, to people who don't deserve a seat at our table. We've handed it to scrolling, comparing, overthinking. We forget that we can take it back. Right now, if you want to, you can reclaim your life. You can decide that from this second on, you stop shrinking. You stop apologizing for wanting more. You stop pretending you're okay living at 50% when you were built for 100%. It doesn't take a massive change. It takes a moment where you choose to believe again, to stand tall again, to take one action, no matter how small. That proves you're in control. That's power. You have the power to shift your mindset. You have the power to walk away from what drains you. You have the power to say no. You have the power to say yes to yourself. You have the power to start over at any moment. No permission needed. Don't let the world convince you that you need credentials, connections, or clarity to begin. You just need courage. A little courage will carry you further than you ever imagined. So here's your reminder. You are more than your past. You are more than your fears. You are more than your worst day. You are powerful. Not someday. Not when everything is perfect. Right now. Own it. Stand in it. Act on it. And never forget it again. Because when you remember who you are, you become unstoppable. You may not realize it right now, but someone out there is watching you. It could be your younger sibling, watching how you navigate life, silently copying your resilience. It might be your child, your niece, your nephew, looking to you as a blueprint for how to face the world. Maybe it's a friend who's struggling more than they let on, waiting for you to rise so they believe they can too. It could even be someone you haven't met yet, a stranger who one day read your story, hear your voice, and see themselves in your survival. You are someone's inspiration in the making. You have no idea how powerful your fight is. Not just for you, but for the ripple effect it creates. Every time you choose to rise instead of fold, you give others permission to do the same. Every moment you say, I'm not giving up, you light a path for someone lost in darkness. Your courage becomes contagious. Your growth gives others hope. Your consistency becomes the evidence someone needs to believe that change is possible. Sometimes, you don't just win for yourself. You win for the people who will never get the chance unless you do. So let that fuel you. On the days you want to quit, remember, this isn't just about you. This is about legacy. This is about impact. This is about showing what's possible when someone ordinary refuses to stop. You don't need millions of followers to be a leader. You don't need to be rich to be a role model. You don't need a stage to be someone's light. You just need to show up for yourself every day, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard, because someone's watching and they're learning from you. So give them a reason to believe. Give them a reason to keep going. Be the proof they need that pain can be turned into purpose. That broken doesn't mean over. That failure is just a chapter, not the whole story. Someone needs you to win. So win loud, win messy, win scared, win tired, but win, because your victory is the spark that ignites someone else's fire. Don't hold back. They're waiting. And so are you. Every tick of the clock isn't just a warning. It's a gift. You might think time slipping away is something to fear, but let's reframe that. Let's flip it on its head. Because here's the truth no one talks about. The clock ticking means you still have time. You're still breathing. You're still here. And that means you've still got a shot. You've still got today. You've still got this hour. You've still got this minute to turn it around. We spend so much time dreading deadlines, birthdays, clocks counting down. But what if you looked at every tick as a chance? A pulse of potential. That tick means another second to rewrite your story. Another moment to take a step, even a small one. Another heartbeat closer to the life you've dreamed of. Because time, when respected and embraced, is on your side. Every time you hear that tick, remember, it's your permission slip to begin. And the best part? You don't have to wait for a new year, a Monday, a magical alignment of stars. Your transformation can begin now. The clock is not your enemy. The clock is your coach. It's whispering, let's go. So take that energy, take that urgency, and use it. Stop watching the clock. Start doing what it takes. Because it's not too late. It's never too late until your last breath. You're not behind. You're right on time for your own breakthrough. And with every tick that passes, you've got another chance to make this life yours. Now go grab it. So now here we are. You've made it through this whole message. You sat with some truths. You faced your reflections. You remembered who you really are. And now there's just one thing left to do. Move. Not next week. Not tomorrow. Not after I figure it all out. Now, because the clock doesn't care about intentions. The world doesn't pause for perfection. And your dreams won't wait forever. But you know what's beautiful? You don't have to wait either. You can start with what you have. Right here. Right now. Right as you are. Don't look back. You're not going that way. Don't overthink. That's fear in disguise. Don't let doubt talk louder than your destiny. You don't need a map when you're willing to move your feet. You're ready. You just have to believe it more than your fear does. So go out there and prove it, not to the world, but to yourself. Stop wasting time replaying your old story. Start writing a new one. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too far gone. You're just one choice away. And before you click away from this, just know something important. You matter. Your life matters. Your time matters. You've got gifts inside you that the world is waiting to see. You've got passion waiting to be unleashed. You've got power that's been buried beneath pain, fear, and noise. Unleash it. This is your moment. So here's what I want you to do. Direct and commit to one thing right now. Something small but powerful. Something that shifts your energy forward. It could be writing that email, putting your phone down, starting that side hustle, making that apology, going for that run, or simply saying, I believe in me. Bookmark this message. Rewatch it. Share it. Let it remind you that you've got fight in you. Leave a comment. Tell the world. And more importantly, tell yourself what you're going to do today to stop wasting time and take back your life. Like this if it hit your heart. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Because we're not done. We're building something here. A tribe of people who are done making excuses and ready to rise. The journey is long, but you won't be walking it alone. So let's go. You were born for more. You know it. Deep down, you've always known. Now's the time to live like it. The world is waiting, and your time is now. Let's get to work.